Thank you. Please be seated. UB Council Member Friedman, Provost Zukowski, Dean Kane, and distinguished guests, the candidates for degrees, the faculty, staff, families, and friends of the candidates are assembled. I therefore declare the commencement exercises of the University at Buffalo, Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences, and Roosevelt Park Graduate Division to be officially open.
Thank you and good morning to everybody. I'm Michael Kane. I have the pleasure of serving as Vice President for Health Sciences and Dean of the Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. So I'd like to begin today by welcoming you to the 2017 commencement for the Biomedical Sciences and ask the Buffalo Chips, which are UB's all-male a cappella group, to lead us in singing the National Anthem. So I ask the group to join me, to ask everyone to stand, and have gentlemen please remove their hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare from bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Again, heartfelt welcome to all of you on this very, very special day. Our graduates will soon receive their undergraduate and graduate degrees. Parents, spouses, family members, and friends exude appropriate pride and joy for your accomplishments. To the graduating class, my heartfelt congratulations. We look forward and expect you to contribute to and have leadership roles in American and international biomedical sciences and research. I also want to take a moment and ask you to help me recognize and thank the tireless efforts of our faculty and staff behind me for preparing this outstanding class for careers in biomedical sciences. Thank you. In addition, I'm pleased that we have a very special guest joining us today on the platform. It's my pleasure to welcome University at Buffalo Council member Scott Friedman. It's next my pleasure to introduce the university's Provost, Dr. Charles Zukowski.
Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us for the 2017 commencement of the Buffalo Biomedical Sciences. I'm thrilled to be here today with you, our graduates, with your family, your friends, and the university community to celebrate your exceptional achievements to date and eagerly anticipate all that you will accomplish in the future. As one of the nation's leading public research universities, UB has a mission of creating knowledge and communicating this knowledge to you, the next generation of leaders, professionals, researchers, and citizens. We take seriously our responsibility to improve the human condition through our scholarship, through our clinical care, and through our engagement. Graduates, as UB students, you learned from the most respected thought leaders, scientists, teachers, practitioners, and you have been partners in the process of seeking and using knowledge and understanding to create a better world. You have developed broad and deep domain knowledge in the biomedical sciences and put it into practice through internships, scientific collaborations, and laboratory rotations. You have taken advantage of our Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences cutting-edge research facilities by participating in faculty-led individual research opportunities in basic, clinical, and translational sciences. This research has helped us to better understand how our bodies function and how to treat diseases. You have worked hard. You have gained exposure to a wealth of ideas, scientific concepts, and how to use a variety of technologies. You have had meaningful interactions with your peers and your professors. These experiences shape your unique perspective and way of approaching the world. It is this distinctive combination of classroom, applied learning, research, and collaborations that enable you to develop the creativity, the innovation, the empathy, and the leadership skills needed to succeed as professionals, as scientists, teachers, and thought leaders in the biomedical sciences. You are graduating in an era of excitement and uncertainty, characterized by fast-paced technological changes, a strong but evolving knowledge-based economy, and an ever-changing political and social dynamic. You will likely see a number of social, economic, and technological changes during your lifetime that will redefine your professional roles and lead to unforeseen opportunities. Your UB education has prepared you to be responsive to these shifting trends and needs, to be flexible and able to apply your knowledge and skills in different ways, to meet the challenges head-on and to take advantage of the opportunities as they appear in front of you. These are the attributes that will assure your success in the future, no matter what it may bring. More importantly, your education has prepared you to be active and engaged citizens. Each of you has the capacity to change the world, and I urge you to take what you have learned and apply it for the betterment of society. My sincere and heartfelt congratulations to our 2017 University at Buffalo Biomedical Sciences graduates. We are so proud of all that you have done and all of your achievements.
Thank you, Provost Zukowski. Welcome, parents and graduates, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored today to welcome Dr. Candace S. Johnson to deliver our commencement address. Dr. Johnson earned her BS, MS, and doctoral degree in immunology from The Ohio State University. She spent several years at the AMC Cancer Research Center in Denver, rising to the level of Chief of the Laboratory of Experimental Hematology. From 1997 to 2002, Dr. Johnson served as Deputy Director of Basic Research at the University of Pittsburgh Cancer Institute and Professor of Pharmacology in the School of Medicine. Dr. Johnson joined the faculty at Roswell Park Cancer Institute in 2002. She served as Deputy Director of the Institute, Senior Vice President of Translational Research, and also Chair of the Department of Pharmacology and Therapeutics, during which time her goal was to facilitate bench-to-bedside development and delivery of promising new cancer therapies. Her research interests include the design and development of more effective therapeutic approaches to cancer and to determine the mechanisms accounting for the effects of vitamin D when used alone or in combination with other cytotoxic agents. Dr. Johnson has authored or co-authored more than 200 journal publications, book chapters, and abstracts, and has 2 patents and 2 patents pending. Candace is also dedicated as an educator and teacher and has trained many graduate students and postdoctoral fellows. In addition, she has provided outstanding service to the National Institutes of Health, to many professional and scientific societies, and as senior editor, associate editor, and on the editorial board for several journals. Currently, Dr. Johnson is president and CEO of Roswell Park Cancer Institute, as well as the Wallace Family Chair of Translational Research and Professor of Oncology in the Department of Pharmacology and Therapeutics. Roswell Park Cancer Institute is the only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center in upstate New York and provides care to the approximately 34,000 patients they see annually. Dr. Johnson is the first female CEO at Roswell Park Cancer Institute. Among her many honors are the Roswell Park Cancer Institute 2013 Dr. Thomas B. Tomasi Hope Award, the 2013 Medaille College Excellence in Leadership Award, and the 2010 University of Pittsburgh Innovator Award. In 2015, Business First honored Dr. Johnson with the Woman of Influence Lifetime Achievement Award. Please welcome Dr. Candace Johnson.
Thank you, Suzanne. It's such a pleasure to be here today. I love this event. Isn't this a wonderful day? All the graduates, everyone's family is here. It's a day to smile and be proud. There's no question about that. You know, in 1977, I sat at The Ohio State University to receive my PhD. And I didn't pay any attention to the commencement address, so, you know, if you don't want to listen too much, it's okay. I'll be short, I've been told. But when I was sitting in the audience, it was a different world. I was the only, at a big university like Ohio State, I was the only female PhD in the Department of Microbiology in the School of Medicine where I got my degree. So, yeah. And, you know, it was a different world back then. And, you know, in my comprehensive general exam, written and an oral, I took it with Dan Valera, who's a professor of immunology at the University of Minnesota, still doing quite well. My written exam had 26 questions. His had 3. Yeah, works for me. My oral exam lasted 6 hours. His was an hour and a half. So to say there was a different standard was an understatement. But it didn't matter because, and in those days it was different. You couldn't say much about it or they'd have a reason to get you out of the program. So you had to just keep your nose down and work hard. And you know, I look out, we have a very diverse group of graduates here. And you know, I'd like to say things are different now, folks. You've got all the opportunities in the world, but we all know that's not really true. We'd like to hope that it is, and I'd like to think, regardless of your gender, your race, or your sexual orientation, or whatever the situation, that you're going to have the same opportunities as the person next to you. But sometimes, you know, we strive hard to cut down those barriers, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And so what do you do then? How do you combat this? How did I sit there and think, what am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this? I'm always looked at as not as good as my counterpart, my male white counterpart, excuse me, but that was the situation in 1977. And so there were three things that I did, and so I'd like to share those with you because I think that they can work for any situation, even if you are that white male, because things aren't the same for you now either. So I think that these are three things that you can hopefully take, whether you're going to go on to graduate school, many of you are, whether you're going to start that first job, you're going to do a postdoctoral training. I think these will help you as you get through your career. And the first one is hard work. You know, I think that was the one thing that I did throughout my whole career, and I continue to do it, is you work as hard as you can, because it's, you know, I would have these sort of closed-minded individuals kind of sometimes go, geez, you know, maybe she's okay, because I was trying so hard to succeed. I knew I had to maybe work a little harder than other people to be thought of maybe half as good, but it didn't matter, because I knew I could do it. And I knew I was strong enough and I was good enough. So work hard, impress the people above you, beside you, make them notice you with your work ethic, because regardless of what you do, you'll get noticed. And then when someone is thinking, I wonder who I should appoint to that committee, to lead that committee or that initiative at my workplace, you know, maybe I'll pick her. She seems to have it. You know, she's young, she's a little crazy, but, and lo and behold, you get those opportunities and you succeed. So hard work. Please, no matter what you do, it's so, so important. Second thing, be optimistic, be positive. We all have friends that we cherish and love, but they're just negative about almost everything. You know, oh my goodness, the weather, the cheese, I can't do this. And you know, what negativity does is it spirals you down so that you don't think that you can do and achieve. So keep positive, even in the face of bad stuff. You have to turn it around and think positively about it. It is sort of a way of life, I think, positive attitude, but I think it goes a long way. And so I hope that, you know, you can work hard and you can have that positive attitude as you go forward. And then the last thing is you have to keep focus, and you have to like take a bead on whatever it is that you got your eye on, and you have to go for it. And you have to think of everything you can to help you get there. Who do I have to talk to? How do I get a recommendation from someone? Maybe I got a volunteer over here. How do I sort of succeed in getting myself in that program, on that committee? You have to just be very directional and keep that focus. You know, these things are sort of, you'd sit there and say, well, yeah, oh, duh, of course. But I think that, I hope that if there's anything you get out of your commencement address, is, gee, she didn't talk too long. And maybe that you're going to work hard and try to be positive in the face of everything, and then keep that focus on what your goals are, because you can do it. There's no question about it. So as we all go forward here today, and as all these graduates go forward, and hopefully families, everyone, you're going to have a wonderful day, just go out and shake the world up and make us proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. The following awards recognize outstanding PhD degree candidates who have maintained a high level of academic performance and were selected based on their academic and research achievements as well as their research publications. The first award is the Biochemistry Dissertation Research Recognition Award. This award is made to the graduate student in the Department of Biochemistry who has received national or international recognition of his dissertation research and who has been selected for oral presentation at a major national or international meeting. This award is presented to Kushal Suryamohan for his dissertation entitled Regulatory Networks in Development, Understanding the Roles of Cis-Regulatory Modules in Gene Regulatory Network Evolution. The next award is the Microbiology and Immunology Award for Excellence in Dissertation Research in memory of Dr. Murray Stinson. This award is presented to a PhD graduate in the Department of Microbiology and Immunology who has demonstrated academic excellence and performed outstanding dissertation research. In addition, this student is also recognized for reflecting the leadership and mentoring values exemplified by the late Dr. Murray Stinson, a professor in the Department of Microbiology and Immunology. This award is presented to Ryan Redinger for his dissertation on the effect of nasopharyngeal microbiota on streptococcal colonization and pathogenesis in the post-pneumococcal conjugate vaccine era. The next award is the Dennis Higgins Award for PhD dissertation research in pharmacology and toxicology, and is presented to a PhD graduate who has been mentored by a faculty member in the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology in recognition of outstanding dissertation research and academic accomplishments. The department looks for these academic accomplishments combined with a spirit of collegiality and community service, reflecting the values exemplified by the late Dr. Dennis Higgins, who was a professor of pharmacology and toxicology. This award is presented to Jaibe Liu for a dissertation on roles of MT1 and MT2 receptors in mediating effects of luzinidol on depression and anxiety-related behaviors and hippocampal neurogenesis. The next award is the Bishop Neuroscience Thesis Award. This award is given to the graduating neuroscience doctoral student who best exemplifies the values and scholarship of Dr. Beverly Bishop, a distinguished teaching professor at UB for over 50 years. This includes the 3 benchmarks of academic leadership: devotion to research and excellence, commitment to teaching, and demonstrated community service. This award is presented to Thomas Covey for his dissertation entitled Adaptive Working Memory and Visual Search Training Have Differential Effects on Brain Function and Cognitive Performance, Evidence from Event-Related Brain Potentials and Transfer of Gains. The Sigma Psi Award for Research Excellence. The Sigma Psi, the Scientific Research Society, is a nonprofit membership society of more than 80,000 scientists and engineers. The chapter of Sigma Psi at UB was founded in 1936 and has had a history of participating in academic celebrations at UB for 25 years. This is its inaugural award at the Biomedical Sciences Commencement, recognizing an outstanding dissertation for a graduate student. This award goes to Isha Sethi for her dissertation titled Determining the Mechanistics of Chromatin-Regulated P63 Targeting Using Next-Generation Sequencing Methods. The next award is the Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences Dean's Award for Outstanding Dissertation Research. This competitive award recognizes an outstanding dissertation by a graduate student in the school, as well as a distinguished academic record and curriculum vitae that includes publications, abstracts, and presentations. This award is presented to Thomas Covey, a PhD candidate from the Neuroscience program, for his dissertation entitled Adaptive Working, Memory, and Visual Search Training Have Differential Effects on Brain Function and Cognitive Performance, Evidence from Event-Related Brain Potentials and Transfers and Gains. I now invite Dr. Richard Hirschberger to the podium.
It is indeed a rare graduate student whose dissertation, spanning 2 labs and 2 projects, generates nearly a dozen research publications, including not 1 but 2 in Science, one of the nation's most preeminent research journals. The Roswell Park Institute for Overall Excellence in Cancer Research is presented to Shengyu Ku, a PhD candidate in cancer pathology and prevention, for his dissertation, RB1 suppresses prostate cancer metastasis and lineage plasticity underlying castration resistance. Presenting undergraduates awards is Dr. David Schubert.
At this time, we would like to proceed by recognizing several undergraduate students with awards for their academic achievements. The following awards recognize outstanding undergraduate degree candidates who have maintained a high level of academic performance and were selected based on their campus and community involvement. Each recipient will be presented with a monetary gift from his or her respective program director, and on behalf of the department can be identified by the blue cord they are wearing. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your gift. For biochemistry, Brandon Simone. For biomedical sciences, Tori Gossi. For biotechnology, Jose Alagran was unable to attend today. For medical technology, Andrew Wolf. Those 2 candidates were unable to attend today, but they received their awards ahead of time. For nuclear medicine technology, Austin Klock. For Pharmacology and Toxicology, Alan Host. The undergraduates that we would like to recognize at this time are the 2017 recipients of the Suny Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. This is the highest honor bestowed upon an undergraduate student within the Suny School. And it recognizes them for integration of academic excellence with other aspects of their lives. The Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences is proud to announce 4 Suny Chancellor's Awards. As I read your name, please stand at your seat and be recognized. For Biomedical Sciences, Akshata Shadre. Akshata is from Pittsburgh, New York. She graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences and a minor in Management. A University Honors College Scholar, she served as a campus ambassador for the college and for the Office of Admissions. She has been a teaching assistant for cell biology, human anatomy, and honors curriculum. She has volunteered in local hospitals as a conducted research in Division of Behavioral Medicine. Additionally, she mentored Leadership House students and competed with the UB Aces Club tennis team. Congratulations. Anna Jacquinor. Anna is from Guilderland, New York. She graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences and a Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics. She is a University Honors College Scholar. She served as president of the UB's Amnesty International Chapter and taught English as a second language at Riverside High School. She received UB's Presidential Scholarship and was awarded the New York State Scholarship for Academic Excellence for the duration of her undergraduate education. Congratulations, Anna. Emily O'Brien. Emily is from Clarence, New York. She graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences, a University Honors College Scholar. She has been a research assistant in a social psychophysiology lab at UB and a team leader for an alternative spring break. She worked as a scribe in an emergency room during the week and at a ski shop on weekends. She aspires to practice medicine internationally and to teach about cultural competency in medicine. Congratulations, Emily. Emily Sominski. Emily is from North Tonawanda, New York. She graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences. She is a University Honors College Scholar and works in a research lab studying pediatric obesity. She has also worked part-time as a restaurant manager and volunteers at local hospitals. She skis, golfs, and plays soccer. After graduating, she will attend medical school with plans to enter the field of pediatrics. Congratulations, Emily.